I don't have the full story, but this goes on my pregnancy with my mom and me. When she was pregnant with me, when she was like 18, she got pregnant. 19 when she gave birth. My dad was 25. But my mom, she got beaten with a 2x4 when she was pregnant with me. Doctors wanted her to, terminate me because they think that I thought I was. I don't know the whole story. I believe I was told there was a tumor inside of there. So I mean, I could have had a twin or more issues than I realized. But my mom, told the doctors, no, I'm gonna keep him. So she went against doctors' orders. All right, and everything turned out fine. I was 20 before I lost her, and she was 39. She lived. But here's the flip side, okay? My mom got bit in the leg by a brown recluse in the leg. All right, doctors wanted her to amputate it because of the bite. All right, she told them no. Bite went away. Years later, I believe, a blood clot when she was in the hospital went from her leg to her heart and flatlined her. And I believe it was from a blood clot from the leg that the bit her on, the spider, not biter, spider bit her on, and caused that blood clot to go up to her heart and flatten her. So we got one incident where my mom, was saying I was a life-threatening pregnancy, and she chose to keep me. And we made out fine. But then you have her telling the doctors, "No, I'm gonna keep my leg," and it ends up killing her. So I mean, I don't know. I just wanted to share that little insight because this is just a small little part of my life and things I have to deal with and things I think about and choices and outcomes that you make for yourself that will. I mean, I don't believe the whole philosophy about how like your sins carry over to the sins of the father carry over to the child, but I do think in some ways, you know, um, your baggage does carry over to your kid in somewhat, and the choices that they make for the family and the choices they make for themselves, the choices they make for both interacts, and plays and watch your parents and grow up and make decisions does play a part in shaping, somewhat, the beginning of your conscious, and your Jiminy Cricket on your shoulder. But yeah, I just wanted to because my mom was a head cheerleader. Was very popular. But then she got into drugs and got into satanic stuff. Was in a cult, which I kind of have a feeling that I mean, my dad could be my dad, but he also might not be. Which if he's not, then I'm pretty sure I probably was conceived during that time. So who knows? But that's another thing is like I could go ask my dad for a paternity test, but one he was didn't take care of me. I mean, he married my mom. He put his name down the birth certificate. You know, not knowing if I was his. He didn't worry about a DNA test. I mean, he just did what needed to be done. He cared for my mom. He loved my mom. He raised me the best he could. I think I turned out pretty well. He wasn't worried about DNA tests. He wasn't worried about throwing his life away. He wasn't worried about this. He wasn't worried about, he was just being a man. So he, as much as he might have faults and she might have faults, I mean, they did their best. But, my mom was in a satanic cult, found God and became a Christian and walked the path. My dad was a skateboarder stoner. Don't really know too much about his past, but, I was more of a mama's boy. Me and my dad, I think we're quite similar, but I think a little too much. I think that's why we understood each other. I didn't need to hang out with him to find out what kind of man he was. I mean, I respected him. Um, I mean, he'd cheat on my mom, but then again, my mom and him separated so many times, but still being married and got pregnant by another dude, and my dad took care of that kid, while his father, Zach. Hey, while Zach's dad fucked off and went away. But I lost my train of thought. My little one was in this little rocker thing, and she's quite strong, so she flung herself up until she looked like a turtle in it. But I mean, my dad, my mom have, like I said, I don't know much about my dad's past. Um, but secrets in the family can really destroy because I've always was meant to believe. I mean, my dad's family kind of. I mean, as I look back now and I really think about it and really contemplate on it, my dad's family kind of did treat me a little different. Um, Pick up little signs when me and my brother would fight over dad. He's like, my dad, my dad, my dad. And I would catch certain family members looking at me in my direction, like, how do you know? I always got told that my mom wasn't really welcome, didn't feel welcome over my dad's family. So when we left my mom's family and went to my dad's family, my mom would stay home. That's probably where I definitely am my mom's boy. But finding out that, she wasn't welcome there, but then after I look into my family tree kind of stuff, I find out that my dad's mom, my tutu, was a witness for their signing of their marriage certificate. So my dad's mom backed him up enough to sign the birth certificate, not the birth certificate, but the marriage certificate. So there's a lot about my family that I don't know. I'm not saying we're perfect, but they did their best. But yeah, just wanted to come on here and give you insight more on. I also got 5 siblings that I don't talk to because after my mom, my nana, my mom's mom, and my mom died, my family fell apart. They're nothing like they used to be, and I've tried, but yeah. Um, but yeah, that's what I'll end this one right now. Just a little insight.